always tight here. Alright guys, welcome to another episode of Dead by Horror. This is day 2 of the JDF tribute review. Joining my friend Marvin Sotelo?
Yes.
Sotelo, aka K-Knife. And as usual, we're always drinking on the show. Cheers. And we're going to talk about JDF as well. And before I get into it, yesterday I made a review with Weapon X, and we said that we were going to go to Irvine to visit the command center. Now, I want to apologize that every time I think about the Valley, I think about Irvine, and it's because I have family out there, so I do apologize about that. But it's actually in Simi Valley. It's called the House of Book. Yeah, it's called House of Book, which is a Jewish university. Now, we went there today, and unfortunately, we couldn't get in because apparently to get in, you have to make an appointment, which is not set on site, on the website. And we were misinformed about the whole thing. So, but when we do make an appointment and when we do go, we will make a video and let you guys all see it. So, we're going to get right into the JDF because we're still kind of hurt by it, right?
Yeah,
Still pretty shocking, right? So, you met JDF, right?
Yeah.
Jason David Frank.
Even worked with him.
Tell us about that.
Well, we worked on Legend of the White Dragoness.
That's right.
I don't know if it's gonna keep going forward without him, but yeah, I got to work with him on that, and even got a little part doing some stunt work on it.
Oh.
So, if you see one of those masked characters doing some fighting jobs, and one of them is me.
Okay. Hey, we have a celebrity.
Well, I always want to get into Power Rangers, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Even if it's voice acting, but I'm glad JDF gave me this opportunity.
Okay. Well, did you got to talk to him on the set, or was he in, or...
No, he was way too busy on set.
Okay.
The last time I got to meet him and talk about it was probably at Fat Collectibles? No. Torpedo Comics.
Torpedo Comics.
And I was talking about that, and he was... The last thing he said to me was like, "Oh, man, I appreciate you for that. Thank you, this and that." Like, man, and that was his last words to me. So, yeah pretty much.
When I met him, I dropped like $350 to $400.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, because I had him sign about 6 things and got the photo op with him as well, you know. And as he was signing, he was talking to me, which is very hard for a lot of celebrities to do, you know, because it's kind of like, "Oh, thank you," and then they're like, "Oh, so blah blah blah," you know.
Yeah.
But he was like a pro. He had full on conversations as he was signing, and he was really cool because he even took the time by switching out marker colors. So, for example, like he signed this in green, you know, and then he switched out the marker to sign this in white.
Oh, okay.
You know, and then on my poster, on my Power Rangers Turbo poster, he noticed that it's all signed in black, so he even got a black marker to sign that. And a lot of people don't like to do that because it wastes time. But he was just like, bam, 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 you know? And
Nice.
I thought that was really awesome of him for him to do. So I'll give him props for that as well. So how did Tommy Oliver specifically impact your childhood when he was in Mighty Morphin Power Rangers?
Oh, that's a tough one because he never really impacted me.
Okay.
When he first came on, he was kind of a dick. But, and of course, later on in the years, you find out that he was to his co-stars. But that changed over the years, I'm pretty sure.
Mm-hmm.
But other than that, you knew he was that dude when he fucked up everyone in that Megazord. Yeah?
It was like American Airlines kicking
Right?
people out. I remember
Yeah.
that meme.
But really, Jason was always my favorite Ranger, but you know.
Jason, the Red Ranger?
Yes.
Okay.
Mm.
So we're talking about Austin St. John
Mhm.
being your favorite?
Yeah.
Okay.
But aside from all that, I'm glad JDF held the Power Rangers series on his back throughout all these years, even till the day he died.
Right.
Mhm.
No, I mean, he carried that role from
Mhm.
day one to, you know, unfortunate up to his death, right? So what was your favorite version of Tommy Oliver?
Oh damn, that's a tough one. It would have to be.
And just so everybody knows, I asked him, like, is there anything specific you want to talk about? And he's like, no, I got this.
The White Ranger. That was an interesting time for him.
Now, when you say White Ranger, did you like him, the White Ranger, when he first appeared, or when he got the ninjetti powers?
No, when he first appeared.
When he first appeared.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. And tell me about that. Like, what struck out to you about that the most?
Well, because the way they set the show, you weren't expecting it was gonna be Tommy at all.
Okay.
And so, like, I was quite surprised when it was Tommy. Like, oh shit, like fuck it, you know.
Nice. As I spoke with Weapon X, aka Chris, my friend, yesterday, I told him that my favorite was the Green Ranger, but specifically Evil Green.
Okay. Now that's.
And because
if you're going that route, yeah, then I agree with you.
Yeah,
Evil Green was the shit.
Evil Green, right? And here's the thing, and I don't know what it was, but I thought the coolest weapon out of the whole Mighty Morphin Power Rangers series was the Sword of Darkness. It just looked freaking awesome. I liked everything about it. There was nothing, like, it was flawless. It was perfect 10 out of 10. They gave it to Tommy, which is the baddest Ranger. He screwed them all up. Mm-hmm. He, as I mentioned already, that he even put a device in Alpha to give Alpha a virus. Mm-hmm. Messed up Zordon. Messed up the command center.
Have you watched any of the Super Beatdown shows with Tommy?
No.
Well, there was one where he was fighting Ryu, I think.
Oh, okay. Yeah. I've seen that one actually.
He did bring out that sword, so that's when you knew he was portraying the evil Green Ranger, not the good Green Ranger.
Yeah.
You know, so I thought that was pretty interesting
too.
Well,
what was interesting to me, and this is why I legit bought it, is the SH Figurats figures.
Okay.
Of the Power Rangers. A lot of the times they make them very bulky or buff. And on the show, because of their costumes, it doesn't seem that way. They're very thin, right? So I bought the Figurat of the Green Ranger, and only because I liked the way he looked, and it came with the Sword of Darkness. And I legit, as big of a Tommy Oliver fan I am, the only reason I bought this specific figure, because it came with the Sword of Darkness.
Nice.
And this is being portrayed as the evil Green Ranger, because in the show he had a green band around his head. So this comes with an extra head with the green band. Yeah. And they also gave him his original power dagger as well as the Sword of Darkness. So this is truly evil Green Ranger.
I didn't realize that attention to detail. Is that Hasbro?
Yes.
Wow.
Yeah, from the Lightning Collection.
Because I've known Hasbro to be crap when it comes to toys, but that actually was pretty damn good.
I mean, hands off to them with the Power Ranger stuff, though. They're killing it, honestly.
Oh yeah.
I mean, and right now I'm not so much of the fan of them putting them with the Ninja Turtles and Cobra Kai. I'm just, like, the mashups, you know. I'm just like, eh.
Really?
Yeah.
Fuck it. Whatever.
Yeah. I mean, whatever brings in the money, though. And for those who are collecting those, hey, all more power to you. You know, it's just not for me. Now, tell me. Now, you've seen the original 1995 movie, correct?
Of course.
Now, did you watch it in theaters or did you watch it at home when you first saw it?
I watched it in theaters.
Okay, so tell me your experience on that.
It was great. Everyone was fucking woo. Well, mostly all the kids, you know, but you know, it was great. I loved it.
Yeah.
Every bit of it. The suits were amazing. I would love to own one of them. You know, shit.
Awesome. And then, have you seen Power Rangers Turbo, the movie that came out in '97?
God, I hate that movie. But yes, I've seen it.
So that hurts me because, as I said yesterday, that Turbo, I liked it better than the original 1995 version because I love pirates so damn much. So I don't know, maybe I'm just being biased about it. Now fast forward from 1997 to 10 years later to 2017 when the movie came out. And how did you feel about Tommy and Kimberly's cameo?
Cameo? It was quite surprising, actually. I just wish they made Austin St. John the father of the Red Ranger in that movie, though.
That would have been interesting.
Because the father even looked like Jason for some reason, you know?
Now,
missed opportunity.
Now, why would you say it makes more sense? Is it just because of historic cameo reasons?
Of course.
Oh, okay. Okay. I thought maybe there was something somewhere down the line in the Power Ranger series that I didn't see, and you're
Well,
trying to compare it to some kind of
You're
story.
talking about between the beef between JDF and Austin?
No. I'm talking about like if there was some kind of storyline in the series. Yeah, but apparently not. So it's cool. We're good.
Yeah, let's not go down that road.
Yeah. Yeah, we don't need to talk about their beef. I mean, like I said,
this is all about JDF.
So did you like Power Rangers Zeo?
The show?
Yes.
Ish. Just because of the whole storyline with Austin St. John and the Gold Ranger. But other than that, yeah, it was a good show.
Okay. I liked it a lot. It took me... I'm still not too big of a fan of the design on the helmets.
Because of, like a star,
like
equal
all those,
sign, and a circle?
Like all those shapes, I just couldn't get behind it. The only one that made sense to me...
All the baby shapes that we had to put in through the
fucking...
fucking...
the only one that made sense to me was Adam's, because it was just a rectangle, so it's like he's able to see.
Okay, that makes sense.
That's the only one that stood out to me. So I was just like, okay.
Oh, yeah, but you're right about the mask designs. It is kind of terrible, especially the star on the Red Ranger.
Yeah, it just looked incredibly awkward, and the upside down triangle on the Blue Ranger, I just don't understand. But anyways, what I liked a lot about that show though is actually Tommy's Zord, because it was a boxer.
Oh, okay.
It was a legitimate boxer.
I barely remember that actually. Oh wow!
And that's what I really liked about it. Like out of everything, the whole storyline or whatever, the fact that Tommy's Zord was a legit boxer. I was like, all right, cool. And then he would even pose, start dancing a little bit. I just thought it was awesome. Fast forward to Turbo. What you think about that series?
The series, it was kind of terrible because I wasn't into racing cars at the time. Even though, like, maybe 10 years later, we would all be into cars after Fast and the Furious came out,
Yep.
Shit. But yeah, there was... I think, to me, it was a little ahead of its time. That's when, like, fuck, no one really liked it.
Mm-hmm. I actually liked it. Mm-hmm. I'm like, what's up?
Yeah, I seen your poster.
Well, yeah, as you should. Turbo, I really liked it because of the cars, right? The cars played the biggest role
yeah.
of the series. I mean, it is Turbo, but it's because to me, what I liked about it was every car was unique in its own way and was used specifically in its own way. So like whatever obstacle they had to overcome, they were able to with those vehicles. Tell me I'm wrong.
Maybe you're wrong about Adam's vehicle. He was a Green Ranger in that one, right?
Right.
Yes, his was a soccer mom van, if I recall correctly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You gotta pick up them kids, dude. So what's up?
Okay, there. You got it.
I mean, if he was a babysitter and he had to go to his last resort, he had to do what he had to do. Although it didn't happen in the show, but realistically and logically speaking, he could get that soccer mom like, bam, what's up? Yeah.
Yes.
Thank you.
Yes.
Acknowledge me. So, how did you... Okay, so in your opinion, who was a better leader, Jason or Tommy? And why?
If we're just going to stick with
Mighty
Morphin, it would be Jason. Because even if you watch the new 2017 Power Rangers, even Zordon said he was always the leader,
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, why not,
Okay. Why was he a better leader, though?
Don't ask me that question, man.
No. We're getting into this.
Other than being just an obvious plot device, well, he has always been a leader, if you haven't noticed. And he held himself up great when he fought against Tommy, at least.
Yeah, I'll give you that.
To me, in my eyes, he beat Tommy. Even though everyone says it was a tie, but no.
Are you talking about in the competition?
In the competition.
When it was 3-3?
Yes.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Also, so explain that. I'm very intrigued. No. Explain. See, I told him let's go over this, but no.
Other than being flashy as fuck, yeah, fucking he don't have that leadership skills at that point in time.
Yeah. You want to give an example?
Well, he's hard headed, you know. You've
I'll
already
give you that. I will give you that. Yes, he is very hard-headed.
and you've seen how confident he was when he was talking to Kimberly. Shit,
Mm-hmm.
little bastard.
Was Kimberly your crush?
Actually, no. Believe it or not, Scorpino was my crush.
That's funny that you said that because that was my crush.
Shit.
We just like the weirdos, you know. I mean, Rita was not so bad either.
Oh no, and
Lord Zed.
her, the first person who played Rita and the second person, you know,
Yeah.
they were both good.
Yeah, but I legitimately was a Scorpina fan.
Yeah, me
And
too.
yeah. So I finally found someone like me, fucked up in the head. Okay, cool. So is Tommy Oliver your second, third favorite Ranger? Like how would you,
Second.
second?
It would be second,
Okay.
and then I would put him close to first, just because of the whole Shattered Grid storyline.
Oh, okay.
When he becomes evil.
Yep.
Yeah, have you
Was
played-
that Lord Draken?
Yes.
Yes.
Have you played the video game?
I played it.
Mhm.
Yes, sir. I have.
Awesome, and you read the comics as well.
You already know.
Of course. So, we all know he went dark in that one, and we all know in an interview he said he wasn't gonna do all that crap because he watched the bootleg universe of the Power Rangers.
Yeah, I remember that.
one?
Yeah, I remember that one.
But then, yeah, I don't know why I go back on your word now, but okay, it was all good then. It's all good now.
Yeah.
You know?
So if you notice that we have the Tommy Oliver figures right here, right? For obvious reasons, because this is a Jason David Frank tribute review, etc.
Are these your main ones that you like, or you're just missing figures?
I'm missing a couple figures. Like I have Zeo, but it's put away. And it's not signed because I got it after I met him. And there's some stuff that I already put away and from yesterday, but I brought these out because they were already out, and they're one of the newest ones. Okay, they're not the newest, but they are definitely one of the newest ones that came out like a year ago or so. Okay, but I brought these out because I wanted to represent JDF, and if you notice, I have the Red Ranger helmet. Okay, and the reason why I have that because he's actually my second favorite Ranger. JDF is actually my third favorite.
Why is that?
I will explain after I tell you who's my first. And the morpher right here, I don't know if you guys could see, maybe the glare, I'm sorry guys, but it has the Mastodon power coin.
Okay, that's still confusing. Which one?
Which I'm about to explain. See, this guy doesn't let me talk.
Hurry up! Huh?
My favorite Power Ranger is Adam. Yep. What's up?
Okay.
And I explained this yesterday why. Because he was super funny. And you put me with anything that can make me laugh, you won me over. And he did get a kiss from Dulcia. I mean, what's up?
You are one corny ass fool, but fuck it.
I mean, hey.
I give you that.
And he was technically a better fighter than JDF. Because if you were to watch Mighty Morphin Season 3, every time they sparred, Adam would take Tommy down.
On the show?
On the show.
Huh.
Yeah, you missed that, didn't you?
Now I need to go rewatch that.
You should.
Huh? But yeah,
whereas to Tommy and Jason, they were like level to level. On the show. I don't know about real life, you know. On the show. Whereas to... And that's how they established their friendship on the show. Whereas to Zach and Jason had this bond because they were always sparring together, right? And it was funny because Zach got so good that he even started trying to make up his own style, which was hip keto.
Hip hop keto.
Hip hop keto, yeah, exactly. But Adam is my favorite. He is the cool, and he's always the most alert. When something's going down, he was one of the first ones to realize it before it happens, which I really like. And that's a leadership skill.
Okay, yeah, I give you that. And there was an episode I recall where it showed definite leadership skills where it could have killed him but he had no choice but to morph.
Are you talking about Power Rangers in Space? Power Rangers in Space?
Was it on that episode? It was cracked.
Power Rangers in Space.
Thank you.
So he goes up to Carlos and they're talking or whatever. Carlos had given up his powers or whatever. I have to really review, but if memory serves me correctly, Carlos was kind of going through some kind of his own personal issues, which forced him to give up his powers, which was by choice though. It wasn't like because of evil or whatever. And then something was going down, and then Adam came into the mix, and it said, and Adam had to morph at his own risk of being destroyed because there was so much power or something like that, right?
Yeah.
That can just burst and whatever. But it was Power Rangers in Space.
It was a great episode, you know?
I mean, that was a great series. Power Rangers in Space. I kind of wish Tommy was on that one.
If I recall, Power Rangers in Space was the last of the Zordon era, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, they had to murder him.
So everything from Mighty Morphin to Power Rangers in Space, which is season 6, is the last full storyline. So if you guys want to go chronologically order, it's 3 seasons of Mighty Morphin Power Rangers. Then you got season 3.5, which is a 10 episode of Alien Rangers that goes into Zeo, then Turbo, then Space. Tell me I'm wrong. You can't.
Yeah, you're right. Because I totally forgot about Alien Rangers. I want to forget about Alien Rangers.
I don't.
Go Alien Rangers. Yeah, I want to forget about it, all of it.
Well, they needed
but it
that.
existed.
But they needed that.
Of course, because it was like a perfect segue into Zeo, right?
No. But the reason why the Rangers needed the Alien Rangers is because Rita's dad came into the play in the last episodes, and he turned them into kids, and that was the last episode of season 3.
Again, why I want to forget about it. Huh? Shit.
This guy. Anyways, overall experience with JDF was good.
Oh yeah, man, I love that man.
He's
I used to joke about our undefeated streak that like we should fucking risk it 1-on-1, me and you, but he just shrugs it off, LOL, this and that, you know.
Now I want to ask your opinion on something, or what did you think during Zeo Rangers? Did you think Jason coming back into the mix as the Gold Ranger? Did you think that he was going to take back his leadership?
No.
No?
No.
At one point I did, because that's kind of how it went with Tommy. So I thought Tommy was going to leave, and they brought Jason back with a different power coin after the power coins were destroyed, which is why they became Zeo Rangers.
Yeah, I knew it wasn't going to happen because I've already heard whispers of what's going on between them. So, like, yeah. That's why that didn't happen.
So overall, and I think that's it. Out of all the, before we leave, out of all the movies, the 3 movies that we discussed, which one did you like the most? 95, 97, or 2017?
It will still have to be 95 because of those suits. Those suits
damn
are
suits?
legendary. And the morphing scene, come on. The morphing scene is awesome. Compared to 2017, what the fuck was that?
Being older, do you realize how cheesy those movies were?
Yes. But I love it. That's our childhood, man.
Yeah. I always thought about this, and, well, not always. As I got a little bit older, I did think about, because in the 1995 movie, there was a kid at the end of the movie saying, like, you know the main kid who was saving everybody and stuff like that. He was all like, I'm going to be the Gold Ranger. I thought later on he would actually be the Gold Ranger, but Jason came in and was like, hell no.
Too funny, man.
You know?
I didn't notice that little detail, but that's fucking too funny.
And then Turbo movie, of course, we had to have another little kid, which was Blake Foster, right? And
he grew up to be good. But yeah, I honestly didn't like him.
Yeah.
Because how a little kid morph into an adult?
Yeah, it was. I think that was everybody's problem with that. You know,
that's the one main problem.
Yeah, a lot of people do talk smack on that one, and I agree. It's like, okay, so not only that the Power Ranger suit gives you ability powers, but now it makes you taller. Like, I want to be taller, you know, like.
Must be nice, you know.
Right. And then, but you did watch the 2017, right?
Of course.
So, how did you think about that movie?
In terms of what?
Like, did you like it? Did you hate it?
I loved it. It was great. I just wish they didn't have to do that. I just wish they didn't have to do them dirty on the whole scene where they finally get their Zords, and they have that iconic scene where they're going across the dirt pavement. You know what I'm talking about? But they have Billy Zord running backwards, and I'm all like, oh, fuck.
Now this is about JDF, and I'll tell you why. Did you ever hear the rumor that? Because they were supposed to make a part 2 of that movie.
Yes.
Okay, but it never happened. Did you ever hear the rumor that the reason why JDF and Kimberly made a cameo because JDF was going to become the Green Ranger? Because you know how Rita was the Green Ranger?
Okay.
Basically, essentially she was the Green Ranger, right? She possessed the power. She was going to turn Tommy into the Green Ranger. She was going to pick a random citizen, and it just so happens.
And we're talking about leaving off from that little cameo scene of his death.
Yeah,
right?
like it was gonna take off in part 2.
When you say Tom, you're talking about
JDF.
Okay, what the fuck? I don't know if that's gonna work. Huh?
I mean, it's not gonna work now.
It can't work.
Yeah.
At all, and like even then, it can't work because he's old, man.
Yeah, he's old, but he was gonna be a villain that may transfer into Lord Draken.
No, that would have been awesome actually, but I did not hear about that Lord Draken part for the second film.
Okay, so originally, now this is just a rumor. Okay, there's no actual reliable factual source.
Okay. That
they were gonna make a part 2, and that he was gonna be. Rita was going to transfer her powers to a Green Ranger, to somebody to portray and play as a Green Ranger. Now, it just so happened to be that there was a cameo with Tommy and Kimberly, and then bam, she was going to pick some random dude out of the whole citizen, because they're concerning citizens, and then like later on, after a day or two after recovery, she was going to, bam, and then Tommy was going to be the evil Green Ranger, as well, and then be Lord Draken later on in part 3, because there was supposed to be a part 3, but even part 2 never happened. And there was supposed to be a part 2 for sure, because even when you buy the Funko Pops at the time, the Toys R Us exclusives, they had Rita the Green Ranger, and Rita.
I never saw that one.
So actually, it was Rita and then the Green Ranger in that kind of suit.
Wow.
Yeah.
And speaking of sequels, well, it ain't gonna be a sequel no more.
Yep.
There was talks about another Power Ranger movie. What's up with that?
Yeah, there's a lot of talks about Power Ranger movies, which is why I think there's a bunch of fan films.
Yeah. There's way too many fan films actually.
There is.
I dig some of them, but yeah.
But keep doing them. I mean, do your thing. Yeah. But.
We all know which fan film we're all waiting for. Legend of the White Dragon.
Can't wait for that one.
Yeah, I hope you finish it, man. Honestly. Yeah. There has to be a way to finish it without him, but yeah.
Alright, guys, we're going to end this video. Thank you guys for watching. Again, like I said yesterday, unfortunately, Jason David Frank's passing was very tragic. And I just want to tell everybody to seek help if you guys are having extremely dark thoughts. There's no shame. So reach out, save yourselves. And not only that you'll save yourselves by reaching out, but you'll save others, because you will be giving other people courage. So, cheers. Take care.
Rest in peace.